Lord knows. This should have been called the breakup episode.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for season 6, episode 9 of Love and Hip Hop ATL. You know what? Like I said, this should be called the breakup episode. We actually dealt with Bambi and Scrappy and their little thing. It looked as though Mama D and Ernestine had whatever problems they got. Then we got the Frosts and all of their shit going on. We got Stevie J and Jocelyn trying to fix something. A mess. Let's start right there with Stevie J. He went and talked to Savannah and Sade. And the whole thing in the nutshell, he wants them to accept Bonnabelly, which is no problem. Bonnabelly, Lord Bonnabella. Bonnie Bella. Yeah, Bonnie Bella. Or Bella Bonnie. Whatever the baby's name is, the little cute little baby, and she is cute. She is a doll baby. Jocelyn's little girl. They want her to accept her, which is no problem because everybody has more sense than that. Baby ain't got nothing to do with none of that bullshit they got going on. So they cool with their baby sister, but they ain't got it for Jocelyn because of those accusations that Jocelyn made about Stevie J possibly molesting Eva or whatever. So they said, you know what? First things first, that bitch is going to have to apologize. We need an apology from her, and then we'll think about it. Fair enough. Fair enough. So they got that whole thing going on. Stevie J is kind of... Stevie's easy. Stevie's mean when he's mean, but he's pretty easy. You know, if you can get your hand down his pants, then you can get whatever you want from Stevie J, pretty much is what I'm seeing. So that's that. Moving on. Tammy meets up with Bambi. And her advice to Bam was, because Bam was kind of screwed up about the whole thing. She kind of heard about what went on with her and Scrappy. And she's really like pushing for Tammy and Walker. She wants to see them make it, wants to see them together. She tells her, you know what, Bam, you really need to get back to Bam. You need to get back to what it was you were doing and who you were before you even started with Scrappy. Because it is what it is. But somewhere along the line, you done lost yourself in the bullshit. So you need to go ahead on and do that. And she actually was getting herself prepared for her date with Waka. She told her, shared a little date and everything like that. And yeah, she's like, good. Yeah, y'all get back together or whatever. So next we see Jock and Treasure. And Jock basically, Treasure was being real cute. She had a lot to say. And yeah, I told Cena because Cena's my girl and this, that, and the other. And ain't nobody tells you to be fucking around with Tommy and this one and that one and you do this. She was real about it, all in Jock's face talking shit. And Jock was like, okay, he's listening to her. All right. And one, Jock's not that real disrespectful to the girls type of dude. He really ain't, which makes him an even worse type of assassin. He listened to her go through all that shit and all them dramatics, and it was like, and now when you done with all that, you can find you somewhere to work, okay? Because you won't be working here anymore. You are F.I. red. Fired that ass. And well, I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm getting in my feelings, and so he was like, bye, Treasure. See you, girl. Fired her ass. I said, girl, now was it worth it, honey? You done went and told Cena, honey. Cena's still gonna get her some child support money. What you getting, bitch? So that was that. She had to go. So next we actually see some artist that ain't nobody never heard of, Gunplay. I never heard of him. I'm sure somebody heard of him. I ain't never heard of him, but they had his whole little thing going on. They was at the studio with him. Jock ended up saying, you know what? No, I never got nothing from Tommy. He said, I just was hanging out with Tommy, and I knew, that Tommy was kind of using me to get back at Carly, but, he was definitely here. If Tommy would have threw him just a little taste of puss, he would have took it. But he knew that he probably wouldn't hear no more from Um, Scrappy then starts talking about how he's going to move. He's going to go back to Miami with Gunplay. He's going to take and relocate to Miami and see if he can get something going out there. And before he goes, he's going to have this big bachelor party. Whatever. It was weird. And everybody was invited. Even Bam. Weird. Anyway. So then he met up with Mama D and let her know. Right before that happened, Mama D had it out with Ernest. You see her going down to his mother's house. His mother that moved there to Atlanta. She busts up in their house and cusses him out and telling him, she's still building that case. You like your mama better than you like me. And he's like, well, of course I love my mother more than I love you. This, that, thing, the other, that's different. And she told him, no, you supposed to go where your nuts is getting licked the best. Must be over here with your mammy. I said, oh, Mama D, you better quit. So they basically had it out. He put her out. Told her to get the fuck out of his mother's house. And so that was that. So now Ernest and Mama D done broke up. I told you, just the breakup episode. So that's the end of that. So when Mama D met with Scrap, tells her the whole thing with me and Bam is over. I'm moving to Miami. Mama D tells him her and Ernest is over. This, that, thing, and the other. Mama D, not real crazy about the fact that Scrap is moving, but it is what it is. So he ends up telling her everything he knows about the Frosts and their business. Mama D's like, what the fuck you mean? He told me he ain't gonna get no DNA test. Ain't no way he gonna pull that shit on Princess Rashida, because Mama D loves some Rashida. She said, I'm gonna have to go see my girl Shirlene. Now, last time her and Shirlene got together, honey, there was birds' nests built and all kind of shit going on, but she said she's going to see Shirlene. I said, it's going to be some shit, honey. It's going to be an unlikely team up, and it's going to be some shit. So we get all that going on. Tammy, Carly, Rashida all got together, and they were all laughing at the issues with Mimi and Melissa and Arian. They were laughing about that and saying, I never could figure out what was really going on, whether they was messing around or not, or, Mimi ain't never really said exactly what was going on. Child, that's what Tammy was giving honey plays, because they all licking each other, that's why. So it was what it was. So they laughed about that, and then they all talked about that they were all going to the bachelor party. So that was that. The little bachelor party. In the meantime, Mama D goes to see Shirlene. She basically told her, girl, I ain't coming in here to fight with you. Where's Rashida? She said, Rashida ain't here. She said, good, because I want to talk to you. So they get to talk about Kirk and all that. Mama D don't appreciate how Kirk has went about this. Shirlene don't appreciate how Kirk is going about this. Shirlene said, I'm going to whoop his motherfucking ass and run over another one of his goddamn motorcycles if he don't cut this shit out. Said, he ran and got a DNA test on baby Carter, from the door. So ain't no way he ain't gonna get no DNA test. He gonna get the test, or I'm gonna hurt him. So I'm like, okay, so them two got the thing going. I said, Lord, what they getting ready to do? So let's go on over to Scrap's little party. He had different people performing. First thing ridiculous to show what happened there, Treasure shows up. And wait a minute, was it just me? I kind of ran that thing back twice. Could you see her whole areola and her nipple through her shirt? Ridiculous. But she goes and talks to Jock, and she basically pulls Jock away from the crowd he's with, takes him over to the side. She getting all down on her knees and stuff, giving, please let me come back to work. Please let me come back to work. This, that, the other. I won't talk no more. This, that. He told her, get up off of your knees like this and all this. Gives her job back. Fucking mess. Right in the midst of all that going on, Shirlene and Mama D crash the party. Get the mic, and they're like, where's Kirk? Where's Kirk? Where's Kirk at? You talking about embarrassing? Rashida's standing there. They go on, what do you mean he ain't going to take her? They done put all their business out in the middle of the party. Rashida's like, I'm getting ready to leave. I bet you are. I just could not get to the ball. I said, are you kidding me? I was like, I know Rashida could run up underneath a rock. But they basically put it all out to tell, yeah, where's he at? He's a bum. Where's he at? We come to tell him, here he ain't even there. They put his business all out the street. Ain't even there. a mess. And that's where it ended out at. Tommy wasn't there either. I didn't see Tommy. We didn't see Tommy since she tried to beat the shit out of Carly and them. Wonder where Tommy is. Anyway, all right, y'all. I'll catch y'all next week. Peace.